I said a boom, chicka boom. I said a boom, chicka boom. I said I wanna win on Thursday to try get first position. That's the big question. Big question, in my opinion, is can Roma, now having lost 6-1 against Bodo Glimt and having lost the chance to get the 3 points at home against Bodo Glimt, is there a chance for Roma to still get first in the table? And I'm gonna say yes. It's gonna be extremely complicated, and I'm definitely not excluding that. Because, anything could happen in football, but I cannot see Bodo Glimt losing to CSKA Sofia and to ZORYA Luhansk in a couple of weeks. I mean, anything can happen in football. Bodo Glimt drew against CSKA Sofia in the first round. So anything can happen. So Roma, hypothetically, has plenty of chances to get first. If Bodo Glimt maybe draws a match against CSKA Sofia, then, or against ZORYA Luhansk, and they drop points, and Roma win these 2 matches, which, I think Roma needs to win. We can't lose, and I can't see Roma losing these matches. And we'll get, I'll give an explanation to why I think that. But, in general, anything can happen in football. I think we've got chances of seeing Roma first in the table, in this group stage, which would obviously mean easier opponents in the next rounds. Now, I want to emphasize that this tournament might not be the best tournament out there. It might not be one of those tournaments which you would bother turn on your television and watch. It's not like Chelsea against Juventus tonight, where you get some microwave popcorns and eat it in front of the match. It's definitely not that, I'm not gonna lie. But it is definitely, and this is not just saying something a Roma fan is saying. Mourinho has said this in many press conferences. One of our main objectives this season is to get and to try and win this competition. Now, I think that with Conte arriving at Tottenham, things will be more complicated. Even in a hypothetical AS Roma against Tottenham Hotspur final, I do think Antonio Conte, and Tottenham are a completely different team now. And I do think there are other interesting clubs. So when it comes to winning this competition, we need a lot of hard work and determination. When it comes to getting first in the position, we got to think about winning these 2 matches. Then we can think about Bodo Glimt losing some points and us getting before Bodo Glimt. But what I want to focus on in this live stream is how Roma will approach Thursday's match. My predicted 11. Alex won't join us today because I'm kind of in a hurry and I need to go to a doctor's appointment later. But I'm going to give my predicted 11, which is interesting. I'm going to examine ZORYA Luhansk, and we'll talk about how Roma will approach Thursday's match. And this is exactly the first topic I want to talk about. How will AS Roma approach Thursday's match? Because obviously Roma is coming from a win against Genoa. A very important win when it comes to this area. They were back in a Europa League spot. They're now 3 points from Atalanta, who on Saturday is playing against Juventus. So hypothetically, Roma has got a chance to get back in a Champions League zone, and it will be extremely important. But let's not think about this area. Let's think about the Europa Conference League. I think Roma will approach this match, and I think what Mourinho will do, obviously, is that he does not, and in 1 million years, Mourinho will not want to break this rhythm. Because this is how I see it. After the international duties, but actually, before the international duties, the situation was looking appalling. After that match against Juventus, where they robbed us with a penalty, and Juventus won 1-0 with Moise Kean going like that in front of the camera, AS Roma has, after that match, had barely won any other matches. We were losing points against Venezia. We weren't grabbing points in big matches. We lost against Bodo Glimt, and we drew against Bodo Glimt. So, things are not looking great at all. Then, the international duties could not have been a better option. It's, I think that period of time gave so much, reassessment from Mourinho, from the players, get back fit. and to try and experiment with other players. And that is exactly why Felix scored 2 goals on Sunday. He refused to go to a Ghana national team to stay with Roma, train with Mourinho, and get to know the players. And that is exactly what happened on Sunday. Felix gave us the 3 points. However, on Thursday, Felix will not be available. And I always forget, but I'm not forgetting this time. Afina Gyan Felix on Thursday is not available because he's not being put in a Europa Conference League list. In these group stage matches, he will be put if Roma get onto the next round, which I highly think they will. So we won't see Felix. And this is where things will change. But when it comes to how Roma will approach this match, Mourinho does not want to, they have found a win on Sunday, which was hard to achieve, Shevchenko's debut. Now they want to keep this and they want to build on this because Roma knows that these matches are extremely important. The match on Thursday is extremely important for a Europa Conference League position. The match on Sunday is extremely important for a Serie A position. So he knows that, Roma is now restarting fresh after these international duties. We bagged the win, now we need another one. And like that, we build a stair. It's always the same example I give. So obviously Mourinho will boost in the fact that Roma won on Sunday, and he'll absolutely be buzzing about it. Also, I think many players are buzzing. I think El Shaarawy is buzzing. I think Mkhitaryan will be buzzing after the match against Genoa. The defense is buzzing because they didn't concede anything against Genoa. Rui Patricio is getting back psychologically after that Portugal bottling. Obviously leading to a playoff position for Portugal. Zaniolo is the big question mark. But I think Zaniolo will start this match for the main reason being that Felix is not available. If Felix was available, he would have started. But this means that Felix, in my opinion, will start on Sunday against Torino. So, my predicted 11 for this match is it's not that easy to predict. Because ZORYA Luhansk, is not a great team, if you ask me. I've never knew about this team before the matches against Roma. I don't think they've got high quality players, but we know what happens when Roma underestimates matches. Look at that 6-1 defeat against Bodo Glimt. It was all a matter of concentration. So Roma needs to step up on this pitch concentrated. In front of fans, they want to surprise. Mourinho now knows that, we can't underestimate any other team. And this is why, if that 6-1 defeat against Bodo Glimt didn't happen, the match on Thursday would be played by the reserves. But now Mourinho knows that playing all the reserves in the Europa Conference League is a bloody risk. Because, okay, maybe Bodo Glimt is better than ZORYA Luhansk. But, Mourinho is scared of what the reserves can do. So we will see some reserves, but not fully. And this is where my predicted 11 comes. Rui Patricio in goal. Now, let me point out that I do think Mourinho will start with a 4... With the scheme he was playing against Genoa, which is a 4... What was it? A 4-3-2-1? A 4-3-2-1. Yeah, it was a 4-3-2-1. Let me know in the chat if I'm wrong. But if I remember well, it was a 4-3-2-1. And I think the 4 defenders will be... I think Korsdorp will play. I think Reynolds, after that match against Bodo Glimt, is just sacked. I think Mancini will start. I think Kumbula will start. And Calafiori and Vigna are both injured, meaning that I will start Ibanez. This means that the defense is complete. Now, it's complete for the main reason being that Calafiori and Vigna are both injured. Which means that Ibanez needs to play. Or we could see Trippi from the academy squad playing, which is interesting. And it will be extremely interesting to see. You know what? I'm going to throw this to you. Ibanez will rest and Trippi will start. You know why? Because if you were paying attention, actually I'm not sure because I think many of you here are non-Italian speakers and therefore maybe didn't understand what Mourinho said in the post interview after Genoa. He said, "I really like young players which are determined to play." And this is why, after what happened with Felix, he scored 2 goals. Mourinho is giving more faith in these academy players. This is why I'm actually giving Ibanez a rest and I'm putting Trippi from the very start. And this will surprise you, but Mourinho has the balls to do this. God, thanks that he has the balls. Because, no other manager would start Felix, in a match with 5 minutes were remaining and you were 0-0 and you had to win. Mourinho put Felix in and he scored a double. So I think Trippi will start because now Mourinho is giving more faith in these academy players. Now the 3 defenders are Darboy will definitely start because I do think Darboy needs more time, so I think he'll start. I think Veretout will start for the main reason that on Sunday he can't play because he got a yellow card against Genoa. So Mourinho doesn't want to rest Veretout for 2 matches, otherwise he'll lose the rhythm in his legs. So Veretout will start, count me on that. Darboy will start, Veretout will start, and listen to this. Because I think Diawara will start. I've said this so many times and I'm going to repeat it again. Diawara, I understand, was appalling against Bodo Glimt, but we are slowly seeing Mourinho recalling these players, restarting these players. Look at Kumbula. The match against Genoa, he had way more confidence. So I think Diawara gets a shout, and I think Diawara should start. I think, we've not seen much of Diawara. I think Diawara can be a good player. If he's more aggressive, I think he'll be great. In fact, I think if Diawara starts, I think he'll play a solid match. And, against ZORYA Luhansk in the first round, he did start. And he played a wonderful match next to Darboy. So, you know what? I'm going to start Diawara, I'm going to start Veretout, and I'm going to start Darboy. Then, my 2 attacking midfielders are Zaniolo will start. He needs, now, in such a good time where we're starting to rebuild, having conflicts with managers can drop things down again. Mourinho needs to resolve any disagreements he had with Zaniolo, and this is why I do think he will start. Zaniolo will start on Thursday, because I think, if we don't start Zaniolo anymore, he will never get that rhythm back. He's just someone who's coming from 2 broken ACLs. Give him more time. I understand that he's not fit. I understand that he's not good on a form, but I need to say that we need to give him more time. This is why I think Zaniolo will start. Mkhitaryan will rest because he's not a young player anymore. He played 95 minutes against Genoa at full fitness. He was so well in that match. He played such a great match. He deserves a rest. I think Mkhitaryan will rest. Pellegrini and what's his name? I just said him. Zaniolo will start. And in attack, Abraham. He's gonna give it. Actually, this is interesting. Because I'm split in half. I think Abraham will either start or Borja Mayoral will either start. Borja Mayoral needs more matches because the matches he played up to now, apart from that 6-1 defeat, weren't bad. He just needs more time. So I would not be surprised if Mourinho starts Borja Mayoral, but I would definitely not be surprised if Mourinho starts Abraham because Abraham is not on a good form. He needs to get back scoring, and I think Thursday's match would be the perfect match for Abraham to try and bag the goals and the assists. This is interesting because on Sunday we need a really fit Abraham to start. So you either rest him or you either start him. You know what? I think Mourinho will rest Abraham, and I think Borja Mayoral will start. Borja Mayoral is a player who, with more time in his legs, with more minutes, would bag more goals. And I'm going to say it now, if Borja Mayoral starts, expect a goal. Alex guessed about Felix. Simon is going to guess about Borja Mayoral. Borja Mayoral will score on Thursday. I can sign on a piece of paper and I could get it right. Trust me, Borja Mayoral will score on Thursday. I think Abraham will rest because we need a fit Abraham on Sunday, even though Thursday's match is a good match for Abraham, to get the fitness back and the goals back and the assists back. But I think you're rest. I think he's not been performing well. I think Burkhan Mayra deserves a chance. So Burkhan Mayra will start. But, you know, not having Felix will mean that other players will get subbed in, obviously. But that obviously means that Felix will start, in my opinion, on Sunday against Torino, which is very interesting because I'm back at the stadium on Sunday against Torino with a stadium vlog for you guys, and I want to see Felix with my own eyes. So I want Felix to start on Sunday, but let's not think about Sunday. Let's think about Thursday. Now, the last thing I want to do before ending the stream is examining ZORYA Luhansk. Now, the statistics you're seeing on the screen, obviously, are just about the Europa Conference League, because they don't have 2 wins in the entire season, and they did not just score 4 goals in the entire season. That's just in the Europa Conference League. I'm going to point out that ZORYA Luhansk beat CSKA Sofia both times, which, you know, for a club like ZORYA Luhansk is quite a big, impressive thing. Going to Bulgaria and, you know, scoring and winning both times. So ZORYA Luhansk is definitely better than CSKA Sofia. ZORYA Luhansk did lose a match against Roma and a match against Glimt. They won 2 times out of 4. They lost 2 times out of 4. And they scored 4 times in 4 matches. That's an average of 1 goal per match, meaning that Roma needs to be careful in defense. Because, you know, they're not a great of a team, and I'm going to admit this, but they've got an average of 1 goal per match, and conceding 1 goal could be a hazard. You know, it could be a hazard, but at the same time, it could not be a hazard, because Roma did concede 1 against CSKA Sofia as well, and then scored 5. I don't think they're a great team. Like, let's be honest, you've got my full respect, any ZORYA Luhansk fans out there, but I do think we'll win this match. In fact, my score prediction, Alex's score prediction, Josh's score prediction, and Gary's score prediction, even if they're not here, I highly think they're all will be going for an AS Roma win. So I think we'll agree on this. They're not a great team. We need to win. We need to batter them. And I'm going 3-0, which is big because Roma, especially in these times, is having difficulties to score. So bagging 3 goals against ZORYA Luhansk would kind of re-unlock the attacking section and put you ready for the matches in the Serie A, which are very important. So I'm going 3-0. I think we'll dominate this match, just like the match against Genoa. I think if we close them down, if we put pressure on them, if we're solid in defense, we'll batter them 3-0. So that's my score prediction. Zaniolo must start from the bench too because he's not a team player. You must not use your personal likeness in football. I agree, but he needs more time. Roma should get first position, but Glimt will probably Roma win 3-0. Hope everyone has been enjoying their evening. I'm off to Malmo against Zenit. Simon, have a good one, mate. Enjoy it. Enjoy the Champions League night at the stadium, I guess. And yeah, I'll probably be following that match as well. I'm going to put every match on today. So enjoy Champions League football. I'll catch you tomorrow for Mourinho's press conference reaction / analysis. And yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow. Simon out.